I now give the floor to the representative of Greece.
Mr. President, thank you for convening this meeting. As you said, it is about time to break the silence. What we heard here today, and in this context, I would like to thank the SG and the President of the ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Omar Touré, for their insightful briefings, clearly demonstrate that the security situation in West Africa and the Sahel is deeply alarming. We cannot stand silent. The region now accounts for over half of global terrorism deaths, while violence linked to jihadist movements has reached unprecedented levels. According to the ECOWAS communiqué, the recent terrorist attacks in the region affecting both Christian and Muslim communities are a stark reminder that terrorism and intercommunal violence recognize no faith or frontier. Affiliates of Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State, including Jenim, ICGS, and ISWAP, continue to exploit governance vacuums, illicit economies, and porous borders. Allow me to highlight 3 points. First, the need for strengthened regional cooperation with the support of the international community. Regional ownership supported by international solidarity, remains essential to reversing current trends. The transnational nature of these threats requires well-coordinated responses. Greece fully supports the implementation of the Council's resolutions, particularly 1373, 2396, 2482, and 2719, which provide the framework of counter-terrorism, prevention of arms trafficking, and sustainable support of AU-led peace operations. Further, we are closely following the evolving relationship between AES and ECOWAS and welcome cooperative efforts such as the anti-jihadist joint force by the AES. Greece, as a EU member state, supports the MNJTF mission that remains the only fully operational security entity in the region. As a EU member state, consistently we support the funding of this critical regional force through the EPF. Likewise, we welcome efforts strengthening the Accra Initiative, the AU-ECOWAS Joint Threat Fusion and Analysis Cell, as well as the activation of the AU and ECOWAS standby force. Second, equally concerning is the spillover of violence to the coastal states and the Gulf of Guinea, where terrorist groups threaten vital maritime routes. This region, home to nearly 1,500 vessels daily and handling a quarter of Africa's maritime trade, faces increasing risks from piracy, trafficking, and illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. The latter costs West African nations up to $11 billion annually. Greece reaffirms its commitment to strengthening coastal security. 72 Greek shipping companies have signed the Gulf of Guinea Declaration on the Suppression of Piracy, while Greek naval personnel participated in exercise Obangame Express 2024 in Ghana alongside African, US, and European partners. These joint exercises strengthen regional readiness and enhance local capacity against maritime threats. Third, on the centrality of human security and inclusion, terrorism and instability inflict a devastating toll on communities, especially on women, girls, and children. Greece aligns itself firmly with the WPS agenda and advocates for the meaningful participation of women in prevention, mediation, and reconstruction initiatives. In this regard, we commend the vital work of the G5 Sahel Women's Platform, which has been instrumental in amplifying women's voices. advancing early warning initiatives, and fostering community resilience. As UN Women Executive Director Sima Bahous recently reminded us, life for women in parts of the Sahel is one of erasure from public space. In Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, and Chad, more than 1 million girls have lost access to education due to school closures under extremist control, while abduction has become a deliberate tactic of terror. Mr. President, inaction in the Sahel and West Africa carries too high a cost. Greece stands ready to assist regional efforts with international partners to reinforce cooperation, strengthen governance, and promote sustainable, inclusive development. Through solidarity, coordination, and shared responsibility, the region can turn fragility into resilience and insecurity into peace. I thank you.
I thank the representative.